Glad to have you join us again. It's Business Breakfast on iBrand Television. We'll get talking now as we look at what's playing out at the Nigerian exchange. But before then, let's tell you that in the trading week ended Friday, November the 24th, the Nigerian Exchange Limited All-Share Index and Equities Market Capitalization appreciated by 0.17% to close at 71,230.48 basis points and 39.173 trillion naira respectively. The market recorded total turnover of 2.425 billion naira, billion shares worth 22.665 billion naira traded in 33,230 deals by investors on the floor of the exchange, in contrast to a total of 2.225 billion shares valued at 27.693 billion naira. The exchange ends the preceding week in 763 deals. The financial services industry measured by volume led the activity chart with 1.721 billion shares valued at 11.647 billion naira traded in 14,585 days, thus contributing 71% and 0.39% to a total equity turnover volume and value respectively. Ambrose Amodion, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting Limited, joins me now live in the studio to do some analysis of all of these figures and the fundamentals, as always, that played out at the exchange. Ambrose, good morning. It's a pleasure having you join me on the program.
Thanks for having me, blessed.
All right, tell us what played out in the course of trading section last week and Friday at the exchange, and then again, please do for us an overview of trading activities for Monday or through to last trading activities Friday.
Last week that we expect to see a mixed market.
Yes.
And that was also
played out.
3 days up and 2 days down for the week. But the market closed on a positive note, extending the the bullish run for almost 5 straight weeks, which is a plus for our market. But also, I'm not surprised that this morning we have to experience a mixed market because market had to react to statement that that came from the the CBN governor over the weekend. And at the same time, being that this period of seasonality, we're bound that we're entering the last month of the year. And in Nigerian history, for almost 25 years, markets have been up for 18 straight years on the month of December, down for only just 8 years. That alone also give investors an insight how they should position their portfolio for the last month of the year. And I say that because we're going to see Santa Claus rally, end of the year, we'll be dressing for the last for the year, investors are already positioning how to buy into those value stocks, especially now that we're going to see the CBN have made it clear that we're going to see hawkish outlook going to the future, and that has the way of playing the cycle of market players. How will they rebalance their portfolio? This is why I say I want to say it's also a mixed market between now and end of the month, and also even the first week of December. But the good thing is that there's no cause for alarm. What you do, because companies have shown strength, those companies that have have the capacity of paying good dividend that support their price, that is where investors are looking at. Or people are also looking at where is the bank capitalization going to start.
Yes.
They've not made a pronouncement that it's also date or not, but I believe that the first-tier banks we have in Nigeria has the capacity to continue the operation, but because they want to do bigger business, they can come back either to the market through of private equity, right issue, or public, or depend on them, because I believe that those ones they are comfortable, because if many of them are having above 1 trillion shareholders fund, so that they are stopped. But for those that are considered, the likelihood of merger will come, but those are able to also because before now we'll have a capitalization for international bank, for national banks, and for regional banks. It depends where they want to go now. If you want to move from where you are today to national or regional, it depends. But I believe that going to the future, as the CBN make it clear, the guideline for capitalization and all those sort of things. For me, the banking sector have shown strength, and not forget that anywhere in the economy, you can't push the banking sector away. And they have done well for Nigeria since the capitalization of 2007, 2006, 2005. Till now, I was in the bank involving powerfully, and for me, it's a good one. The only good thing is that also now that the government, if really they have plans to achieve what they are seeing, because one thing is to say something, one thing is also to have plans. They have we are looking for a $1 trillion economy. If you are looking for that, your policy should also start into that direction. And also, you need a bank to rely to achieve that. That's why when he said that, I know that banks will be the next, because for you to achieve such height in the economy, your banks will also be solid. Also, they can invest in a lot of things, make sure liquidity. And also, you are giving us sign of a liquidity hawkish active already, an economy that is already at the tight corner. We are going to increase rate for the next 2 quarters. Automatically, you are sending a signal that the local economy are likely to be down. Because all your eyes to look at Omo to attract foreign investor. Forget that those foreign investors, even though they are bringing their money, they are not interested in doing things right now because your security is not there, and also you are not stable with your exchange rate. For me, I think if you look at inward develop an economy to attract foreign investors, than using rates to attract them. Rates to attract them, you are putting your economy in a tight corner that will lead them to other contraction, because we have seen our GDP, our inflation, all market data, the headwinds is increasing on a daily basis, as reflected in GDP, that our GDP just moved from second quarter 2.21 to 2.24. That is a fragile growth.
Yes, I was going to even ask you, 2.54% is the GDP growth rate. What does this signal send now to, of course, let me ask this in this way, in this direction. What signal is it sending now to the investors about the outlook of the economy? And does this have any implication on the exchange rate, the NGS?
No, actually, in any economy, data is to guide you to make informed decisions.
Very true.
I've seen the inflation rate already. You have seen also GDP, and don't forget that in any economy, whether there's uncertainty, there is war, there's a sector and industry that is doing well.
Very true.
If you look at the GDP figure, it says service sector contributed most. What does it tell you? It tells you that the banking service, insurance, others are doing well. You as an investor don't need to run after those that say they are not contributing. You contribute for those that means they are likely to sustain. They also, I expect that Q4 will be better than Q3, because if we also increase our production in terms of oil production, we have seen that oil has started contributing in the last gradually. If oil now move, we have good production, meet OPEC quota, that will be good for us. And that will also impact on the economy. But I believe that for investor, don't need to run anywhere. The indices are giving you where you say the service sector contributed. So even agriculture has started slowing down. Yeah. They tell you that it's also done on this government. I want to throw Nigeria into hunger, because if you really want to drive, you need to invest. Yes, I'm happy that I had one of the ministers saying that yes, they want to do like 50% subsidy for farm tools and all those. It's very nice, but where are they going? It's not the bush, where there's insecurity, where they are kidnapping them, where they are even paying tax to go to their farm, paying tax to go and harvest. I think we need to address this issue. I believe that this is time for the physical and the monetary to shake hands, and not leaving monetary to use the interest rate to control inflation, or hiking it to You need to do that. You need to check the supply side, the production, we have revenue to supply to support our FS market. These are the things we should do.
I need to ask you this question before I let you go. Still on the GDP growth rate, you did mention that Q4 reports will definitely have to look good. On what premise are you placing that? Because if you look at current MPI for, I think, the month of October, it's on 49% of 49 basis point, whatever measure is being used for that. It shows that there seems to be some volatility in the operating environment. The manufacturing sector is also suffering at the moment. So what is government going to be doing differently that will make us experience some kind of growth in the Q4 GDP report?
The Q4 is not that we're going to expect a kind of a boom. We have seen that our growth has been sluggish.
Okay.
And also we have seen that it's very fragile. I mean that for us not to go, because already on pre-recession.
Yes.
Because the way we are going, it's not taking, we'll go back to recession.
Very true.
And for me, I believe that for the production of oil to improve, and will sustain this service sector in the last quarter, because knowing that the last quarter of the economy, you have increased activity because of before that. But don't forget that industrial sector, the GDP figure, decline. For me, let me, this is why I say it might look good again. Just flag, look at positive, but I tell you, the bell is already ringing that if people are already on a recession, if it's not taken, we can slip into recession any moment from now. But that you have to take 2 quarters to put the negative GDP for you to say you are in recession.
All right. So what is your outlook for today's trading activity?
Yeah, I expect the market to be mixed, because already we expect the market to react to all the statements and from the CBN government. At the same time, being the last trading week of the month of November. November have done well, and expect also profit taking for the month of November. That also slowed the market down. For that, we expect to see a mixed trend today. All
right, we'll leave it at that. I'd like to say a big thank you to you, Ambrose Omodion, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting Limited, for your time, and also your in-depth analysis of market activities, and also giving us some insightful macroeconomic projections and as to how the country's economy should be governed. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Now, this is what's coming up next as we dive into our conversation segment of the program. The National Bureau of Statistics has said that Nigeria's gross domestic product growth rate for the third quarter of 2023 showed that the economy grew by 2.54%, slightly up the 2.51% recorded in the second quarter of 2023. And finally, crude oil prices in the international market slipped today, with Brent falling towards $80 a barrel as investors awaited the OPEC Plus meeting later this week for an agreement to curb supplies into 2024. Let's get talking of these and more after this time out. Please stay with us. It's Business Breakfast only on iBrand Television.